We live now. I'm gonna let this intro play for a little minute though. Just let folks get the notification.
Uh-huh.
I know I want chat box. Go real quick, and then you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be ready to go.
Okay.
Yes sir. Live for the birthday. Yeah, we live for the birthday. Appreciate you. Gotta make some introductions and whatnot. But yeah, we live on a Monday. It's another sports show. It's another sports show. Just so y'all know, it is another sports show. I ain't started Woke Wednesdays yet, but I think I might go ahead and try to do that this week. I might try to do my Woke Wednesdays this week. I don't know yet.
Do you think? Do you think?
All right, I'm ready, bro. Let's get to it.
All right, let's get it.
What up? What up? What up? What up? This is Block the Garage. Yes, it is Monday. Yes, we are live. It is a Monday. Mostly because I wanted to introduce everyone to my boy Sherm. Let's clap it up
What's
for my
up? What's
boy
up?
Sherm in the building. If you remember Sherm, he did a couple of videos with me during the NFL playoffs. We was doing our best bets and stuff like that. And I've been meaning to get back and link back up with him, man. But our schedules be so off the wall and mismatchy and you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff. So but
Mm-hmm.
finally made it work. It just turned out that it was a Monday this time. And then the main reason I wanted to get him on here was to talk about like baseball and stuff. I know he's a guy that I could talk about baseball with. But before we get into that, as always, I do want to ask you, Sherm, how was your weekend? How you feeling mentally? Are we good? Are we chilling?
Mentally, we were all right. Mentally, we were all right. Weekend was straight. You know, Braves with the Red Sox ass. So I'm feeling a little good about that. Should have swept the ass, but other than that, I'm all right. I'm straight. How about
Must
yourself?
be nice. Hey man, I'm chilling, man. Chilling, man. Work as always, man, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to take it easy and stuff. I don't know if you know, but I know some of my viewers already
What's
know, but
good?
I am expecting a kid here in a couple of more months. I got
Congratulations.
about 3 more months. Appreciate you. Got about 3 more months and stuff. So man, past 7 months or so, man, it's just been getting the house ready and stuff, you know, for the little one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Doing all that baby prep, clean up and getting things together like that. So that's pretty much all I've been doing, man, besides watching these sports.
Mm-hmm.
And then speaking of sports, man, let's just go ahead and get into it, man. I brought you on here. I wanted to talk MLB with you. I wanted to talk baseball with you. For
Uh-huh.
those of you that don't know, Sherm said it a little bit earlier, but he is a Braves fan. So chop chop, all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then as far as myself, y'all know me, I just started recently getting into the baseball over the past couple of years. I am a certified team hopper. I change up my teams by the season.
Hey,
And this season, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the, I guess I look at it as a positive. I live in Alabama. We ain't got
mm-hmm,
no professional sports teams around here for real, for real. So
mm-mm.
whenever I decide, you know what I'm saying, I go based off of players, based off vibes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll just pull a name out of a hat. And you know what? That's what I'm rocking with for this season. And unfortunately for me, the name that I drew this season was the Baltimore Orioles. And I'm an Orioles fan this season. Um, it wasn't a good decision. I've been a Braves fan the past couple of years. I've been a Dodgers fan the past couple of years. I was riding a high in baseball. I thought I couldn't miss.
Uh-huh.
Turns out I can. You know what I'm saying? Turns out I
You
can't miss. Baltimore Orioles not looking good. Huh?
you really didn't miss with Baltimore, man. Like, coach just got fired Saturday morning. He just won
Mm-hmm.
coach of the year last year. Like, they were supposed what Baltimore is doing, what the Chicago Cubs is doing right now is what Baltimore is supposed to be doing. Young
Mm-hmm.
offense, a lot of bats, a lot of people that can be switched out that lineup. They supposed to be scoring 8, 9 runs a game like they did last year. Because everybody's a year older now. Like, that
That's
lineup
what
in
I thought.
Baltimore, yeah, that lineup in Baltimore is between 22 and 25. Them boys supposed to be killing it every day. Same
Right.
with
Oh no, please don't start this again. Oh no, he got cut. I don't know if he okay, he back. I don't know. Please don't start this. All right, go ahead. We listening.
the Yeah, I was wondering what happened.
Nah, man, I don't know what it is. I think I need to go ahead and hardwire my stuff, man. Hopefully
No,
you don't drop out too much and stuff. But nah, you were saying, yeah, they 22 to 25 young bats. They supposed to be scoring 8, 9 runs. I'm with you on that. That's why I was rocking with them this year.
look.
Cause you know what I'm saying? They made it into the playoffs last year. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, they got some little they got a little nice little lineup. I like it. Jackson Holiday, I'm a big fan of Jackson Holiday. I know
Yeah,
that
I
his
like Jackson too, man.
when he started as a rookie, I know it was a little rough for him and whatnot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was a lot rough for him. Honestly, he got moved
Uh-huh.
up, got moved back down, got moved up, got moved back down. It was kind of tough for him and stuff. But just recently, I think within the past 2 3 weeks or so, his dad got him to change his batting stance a little bit, a different approach
Mm-hmm.
to the plate now. Now he's starting to smack stuff, and now this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say generational talent because I hate that
He is. No,
everybody
no,
is
you
generational.
right. He is a generational talent.
But,
You
you
were
know what
right.
I'm saying, now we starting to see more of that, and so, you know what I'm saying, but everything else about the Orioles is just god awful. Oh
Yeah,
my god, like,
hey,
um,
but no, they the way Baltimore was playing with Jackson last year, how
mhm,
the NFL was playing with Shadura this year. They bring him up, let him do bad, shoot him back down. They bring
mhm,
him up, he hit, going like a 10 game hit streak, send him back
mhm.
down. Like, why are you doing that? You messing up that man.
His confidence, his mojo,
Yeah,
his
you messing up that man
all that.
confidence, and you messing up like his what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. You messing up that man.
His consistency,
Yeah,
his
his
approach,
consistency
like, everything
and
is
like his
just
everyday routine.
his
You messing
rhythm,
that up.
yeah, his rhythm, yeah.
Yeah, his rhythm and his routine. You messing that up every day, sending them back down to damn AAA because like he gonna kill it in AAA. I mean,
Mhm.
ain't nothing against AAA players, but like with a kid like him, man, he gonna torch you whatever pitch you throw at him. He
Mhm.
is meant to be at the MLB level.
Yeah, facts.
And then with Baltimore this year, like the pitching was bad last year. It was sustainable. They would do just enough.
It was alright. Yeah, it was alright.
It was sustainable. They would do just enough to get by. But these folks giving up 7 runs in the first inning to the Nationals now.
Mhm.
I was like, golly. But yeah, they fixed that pitching problem. I think they can turn it around. And plus, it's still early in the season. Like
It is still technically early. It is still technically early.
we still 40 games away from the All Star break. You never know. They
Mhm.
might can get hot this week, next week. Like it's just
Yeah.
man, it's
It is a couple of wild card positions that's still up for it, but man, they gotta do something to turn around here. The rotation just isn't good though, man. It really
no.
just boiled down to they had a bad slump with hitting for a
Mm-hmm.
while. Kirchstead, he went like over 30 at one point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They had like two more guys that went like over 15, over 20 at one point.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? It's hard to win like that, but slumps happen in baseball. You know what I'm saying?
They
We all
do.
know that slumps happen in baseball. You work your way out of a slump, hopefully and stuff. But that
Mhm.
pitching, bro, the pitching has been atrocious. Charlie Morton, last I checked, his ERA was well over 9, bro. You're not gonna win anything if
No.
your starting pitcher is giving up 9 runs, bro.
No.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, cause what you say? A decent ERA, a decent for those who don't know, ERA is a stat that we use to evaluate pitchers. But they use to judge pitchers. I ain't gonna say evaluate. But
Mhm.
ERA stands for earned runs allowed. So basically, that means that pitcher, it was your fault. You threw him something that he could hit, and then he got on base, and then you threw some more pitches that some more people could hit, and then that run came back around. So that was just, you know what I'm saying, no errors, ain't nobody else mess up. It was just you that did that.
Gee.
That's what the ERA is. Um, I would say that like an average ERA is somewhere between 3 and 4. I'm not
Mhm.
sure if that's like a highly, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty
Yeah.
average. Like that's not a bad pitcher. Buddy has an ERA of 9. You giving up 9 runs, bro. Like that's just you can't do that.
No.
Can't do that. You're not gonna win many games like that. So
No. No. You're not. Like ERA. It's like I think anybody below a 3 is elite because in this day and age, you're gonna miss your spots, and
yeah,
somebody gonna take you 400 feet. Like
yeah,
it's inevitable at this point.
yeah,
Four anywhere between 4 and 4.5, you might be like you said average or whatever. Anything over a 4 or 5, you might need to go back down.
yeah.
Like
Cause it's
you
you
you,
some wrong.
you might need to get off somebody's team, man. Because like
Yeah,
you
either
ain't
you
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 ain't
might be
helping nobody.
telegraphing your pitches. They know your tails.
Uh
You
huh.
ain't mixing up the sequence enough. You ain't hitting your spots. You ain't changing speeds enough. They is locked in on whatever it is that you're doing. Once you like you said, I would say anything above 5.5. Like that's where I'm starting to be like 5.5 to 6 plus ERA. Now I'm like, bro, like, hey, what is you? Let's
Yeah.
chill now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, 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 no.
Um, but yeah,
And
that's
then for
just
your
yeah, we
service
gotta take
time,
care of
like
that.
you've been in past 3 years, five. That's
Mhm.
unacceptable, man. That's
Yeah, yeah,
unacceptable.
yeah. That's another good point too. That is another good point. If you've been in the league for a couple of years, it's one thing if you're a rookie. You know what I'm saying? These your first 2 months of playing professional ball, and these professional hitters are taking advantage of you. Okay, that is one thing. You got to
Hmm.
learn. You got to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a rookie in any other sport. You got to learn.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, if you year 3, year 4, year 6, year 7, and you
Mhm.
still up there above 5, above 6, man, nah, this
Yeah.
might not be it for you. This
No.
level might not be your level. You know
No,
what I'm
no.
saying? So
And like I said, I see you tweet today. You was talking about Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is the anomaly, man. Like he barely got a year's service and giving up 1 run, and they still lose.
yeah,
Like you can't
throwing a
expect that
complete
out of a
game.
year 2 player, man.
Yeah, but we all knew
But
Paul Skeens was different. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Paul Skeens. What he had 8 innings. What was it? 3 hits, one earned, one run. He
one
only
earned
gave
run,
up
yeah,
one, bro. He
on a
only
sack
gave up
fly,
one.
not a base hit, a sack fly.
And his boys couldn't even pick him up to get him 2 runs, man. He had to take that L, and
Uh huh.
that's crazy. I feel like that's one of them games where he shouldn't have taken the L. That's one like,
No,
bro, that's a quality start, bro.
that is a good. He still got the quality start, but yeah, they gave him the
Mhm.
L for it though. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him the L for it though. But anyways though, man, moving on to your boys and stuff, man. I told you not to panic. I told you not to panic. The Braves got off to a I ain't gonna even say rough start. It was kind of a rough start though.
Oh, but that was awful. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
awful.
it was off. It was an off start. They definitely came out the gate stumbling, if
Hmm.
nothing else. But since then, I think I saw it. It was I think since April 18th, the Braves actually have the best record in baseball.
Hmm.
I get so sick of it, bro, because um I got the notifications on for both teams through CBS Sports app.
Yeah.
So 1 second I'll see Nationals are beating the Orioles 10-4 in the bottom of the sixth, and then the very next notification is Braves is beating Boston 10-4 in the top of the fourth. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why I'm finna turn this shit off? 'Cause I don't want to have both of these notifications coming in back
Uh-huh.
to back, bro. I be so bad at that shit. Y'all winning close games. Be close games in the eighth, ninth inning. It's only a 1 run difference, and y'all pulling them out. And then I look at the Orioles, and they giving up freaking 9 runs a game, bro. It's just frustrating. But anyways, though, not about the Orioles. It's about the Braves. Um, Acuna. on his rehab stint. Shout out to
Hmm.
Acuna. I'm ready to see him back. One of the
Yeah,
best players we
great,
got
great.
in the league. So it's gonna be super exciting to see him and stuff, man. But how are you feeling about your Braves now? Now that they done righted the ship a little bit.
The offense is starting to click. Everybody's starting to like do their part. Get their hits, get on base, take walks and stuff. But
Mm. Hey, Paul, remind me to hardwire my shit this freaking weekend, bro. I am hardwiring this shit this damn weekend. I am so sick of this shit.
oh boy, oh boy.
You was just finna start cooking. Go ahead,
Yeah,
restart the stove.
yeah. But I'm feeling good about it. Everybody's the offense is starting to pick up. Everybody's starting to see the ball well now. Everybody's getting on base. But our bullpen, man, I can't see us keep winning these close games for so long, man. Our bullpen dang on just it's going to fail us. Like Boston, every single game this weekend, Friday night, got out 6-0 about a fourth.
Mhm.
They end up coming back, they end up scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the eighth. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Saturday, same thing. Got out for this is what pissed me off Saturday. Got out 4-0, top of the third. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
we cruising.
Yeah.
Top of the sixth, 6-0. I said, oh, this dub.
Yeah. Easy.
Um,
Go on about my day. Do something
yeah,
else now.
I'm gonna go about that. I turned the game off. My
Uh-huh.
homeboy texted me, oh, the bullpen on that bullshit. I said, you lying. I turned the game back on in the bottom of the seventh. It's
Mm.
6-3 now. I said, all right, I'm locked in now. So
Mhm.
then the next guy that comes up that throws for us, he throws three more. He gets three. He walks two, and Devers hits a double, a 2-run double.
Mhm.
So now it's 6-5. Here comes Jalen Duran. Boom, Devers in. It's 6-6.
Yeah.
Top of the ninth, we get up. We get two on base.
Yep.
We get another walk. Bases loaded. Next guy strikes out. So top of the night come around. We put in. I forgot what old buddy name. It's not. I think it's Spencer White. We put Spencer White in.
Uh-huh.
Spencer White being a AAA guy his entire career, and we didn't have that many arms at our expense because we still going for the series win. If you drop one today, it don't matter or whatever because
Yeah.
tomorrow Sunday, so you can still win the series. We
Yeah.
put him in. Devers up. This man hangs a curveball over the plate, and guess what Devers does to it?
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Turn that
Turned it
bit up.
around.
Turn that bit upside down. Game over. Like
Turn that bit right back around.
get turn that bit right down. Game over. But we keep if we're gonna continue to win, we can't get into dogfights with teams that can hit their way into
Mhm.
a
Back
game.
into a game. Yeah. Yeah.
We can't keep doing it. Like a series with the Cubs, you cannot do that. A
Yeah.
series with Arizona, you damn sure can't do that.
Yeah.
Them boys come back from a 11-5. You
Yep.
can't do that.
Yep.
But we've got to fix our
Phillies,
bullpen.
Mets, like everybody, like that NL is tough. That
Yeah,
NL is tough.
the NL is tough this year. Like the AL, they all right, but the NL is really really tough this year. It is. It's too many. It's up and down. Too many good teams.
I was just
Eh,
about to say you probably could fill the whole playoffs with just NL teams, and that'll be a great playoffs, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of talent out there.
it would be. It would be.
So yeah, man. But I see your boy Spencer Strider. I was here on my web page over here. Let me see what that story was at. Did your boy so y'all got Strider back. I saw that y'all done activated Strider.
Hmm.
Oh, and I didn't see that y'all had sent Bryce Elder back to the AAA.
That
Um
one didn't make sense to me because now the first four starts he had, he was getting knocked around, but then the last two he had he damn near shut out the Dodgers. The last start he had, and the start before that, I think he held. Let me see where it was at.
Hey, almost shut out the Dodgers. That's an achievement. Ooh, I wanted to talk about the Dodgers too, because there's a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I said, we about what almost 2 months into the season, and we finally able to toss some baseball. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna try not to bring up too much. Ellie just scored from who knows where.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got the MLB network on and stuff. They will show a little bit of Pittsburgh and
Oh,
Cincinnati. Ellie just scored. I think he just scored from second. That boy is fast.
that boy is stupid
He
fast.
scored from first.
First, yeah, on the double, yeah, he scored from first on the double.
He
I see
scored
it now.
from first.
Yeah, that
That
boy
boy
got
fast. And it's crazy,
man.
bro. He could have scored easier. He kept looking back to see where the ball was. If he was just gunning, he would have. He could have walked across the plate instead of having to slide. That boy
I
is
think Ellie
fast.
in the wrong sport, man. He a big dude. I think he in the wrong. About like I think Judge Ellie and Judge in the wrong sport, man.
Nah, not with that paper, bro. They're gonna
They-
make more paper
the
in the
paper,
league.
yes, but the athleticism they them two in the wrong
Yeah,
sport, man.
athletically though, yeah, athletically, yeah. Aaron Judge would be an amazing tight end, and
Oh, he
then
would. He
Elliot De
would.
La Cruz, bro. I couldn't imagine trying to guard that goal ball.
No.
But anyways, though, yeah. Your boys, Spencer Strider coming back. I like Spencer
Mm-hmm.
Strider. He's a great pitcher.
Yeah.
Um, I can't wait for. Let me see. Y'all still what Ozzy at? I know Ozzy was kind of up and down for the past couple of years. Well, not I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say past couple of years, but definitely last year. How's Ozzy looking now? He look like he might be
He
getting his swing back, or
he's a little inconsistent. Like the MLB got this thing called like a whiff rate or whatever. Ozzy is
yep, the
missing a
whiff rate.
lot of pitches. He's missing a lot. He's on the higher end. His whiff is up there with what a year one or no guy with no service time would be like somebody being brought up from AAA from being hurt or whatever.
Uh
But
huh.
yeah, he's having issues seeing the ball this year. I don't know. I think with Acuna coming back, I think they're gonna bring Acuna up during this Washington National Series sometime this week. And I think with his boy coming back, it might motivate
Help
him to
him
do
out.
better because he does play
Yeah.
better with Acuna on the field. He elevates his game when Acuna's there. I think that's all he's missing.
That is true. That is true, man. A lot of people don't know. Um, because like baseball is sometimes, man, it's such an individual sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when the pitcher's up there, they say that that's the loneliest position in sports. I know a lot of people like to say the kickers in, football and stuff. That's a very lonely position. But nah, that pitcher, that's a
Mm-hmm.
very lonely position to be up at there. And then also when it's your turn to bat, it is a very lonely position to be at, especially because once again, you're really only guaranteed like 3 at bats a game. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's really all you guaranteed. And so best case scenario, you get 1 hit out of those, multiple hits, all of that. So everybody knows hitting the baseball the hardest thing to do in all the professional sports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that the chemistry is really unspoken in baseball, man. Having your boys out there, it's a very long season. It's
Mm-hmm.
162 games before any postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of travel and stuff. So having your boys with you, having your friends with you and stuff, that just picks up your own morale. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that. I was actually going to say the exact same thing. Is that I think that Ozzy is going to be okay once he gets his boy Acuna back and they
Yeah.
start, you know what I'm saying, having fun in the dugout again with
Mm-hmm.
Marcel and you know what I'm saying, the rest of those guys, Michael Harris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Once they get their boys back together and the click is back, I think that offense is really gonna take off, and we're gonna see
Oh yeah.
them uh pretty close to that World Series offense, man. Because that was I ain't gonna lie, that was a beautiful offense to watch right
Oh.
there. I can't even lie.
Hey, I hate he on the Dodgers now, but man, that boy
I
that boy
wasn't gonna
Frederick
bring them up.
that
Gonna
boy
bring
that
'em
boy
up.
Frederick was some serious man. Like I don't understand how you let the man you drafted him homegrown and you just let him walk, man. Like
Yeah, that one
you,
was.
you should have gave the man same way with Freed this year, man. Freddie gave you 10 years of great baseball. Why not
Mhm.
resign him? What he ain't got nothing to prove to y'all. Why not resign him?
He done did
Then
everything and more.
last year, it was talks of Freed being let go. They called Freed like they was calling Freed a regular season merchant.
Hmm.
Okay, so guess what? Freed wins 14, 15 games. We need that. Them
He
14,
said though,
15 games
like,
made decide the division or not.
oh no, it's
So
definitely gonna decide the division.
I take a regular season merchant if he gonna turn it on. Because
Hmm.
guess what? Now the man is 7-0 and the best ERA in baseball, and nobody
Hmm.
look. I seen a crazy stat this morning. I was looking. I said, let's see how good Freed really is this year. You know how many people that's not hit his curveball this year?
How many?
None.
That's
Nobody
crazy.
said it hasn't went for a hit yet, and he's 7 starts in.
7 starts in, ain't nobody got hit off a curveball. That's a good trait to have, bro. Like that's a good.
Yeah.
There's nothing negative about that.
No, and like you see, like I was watching the game last night. Soto thought the ball was gonna hit him. He turns his back.
Mhm.
The ball just breaks in. Out of here.
Mhm.
Out of here. Like if like I said, I don't understand Atlanta sometimes. They try to penny pinch and like I don't know if you seen a couple months ago, Acuna commented on old buddy
Oh
not running
yeah, he had to delete. Yeah, yeah, delete
yeah,
the tweet and shit. But
not
yeah.
running the fly ball through, and
Mhm.
the big wigs jumped on him or whatever. But in
I
my
mean, it's
heart,
true.
yeah, it is true.
It's
It is true.
true.
If it
No, no,
was
no.
him,
First of all, wait before we do that. But let's just say it, bro. You gotta hustle out the box,
you do.
regardless of what you think the result of the play is gonna be. Whether you done grounded it straight back to the pitcher, grounded straight to first base. You know what I'm saying? It's a long fly out there to the outfield. Regardless, you run that out because you don't know. Like people drop shit. Like you know what I'm saying? People drop the ball. People there are errors out there. Like you give it your all, man, and you making too
Hmm.
much money to not be giving it your all. So, but now Queen was right in my opinion for calling them out. I
Yeah.
believe in accountability. Um, Probably not best to do it in the media though. You know, like you
No.
said, how the big wigs gonna be, and you know it's 1,000 unwritten rules in baseball. So
Yeah.
maybe doing it in the media wasn't necessarily the best move, but I appreciate it though because, like I said, man, that's something that I like to see. I like to see people, athletes holding athletes accountable, especially
Hmm.
if y'all say that, oh, we're going for a World Series win, we're going to win the division. You know what I'm saying? All of these goals and stuff, you got to hold each other accountable. So
Yeah.
I
You do.
personally didn't have a problem with it, but some people did.
Yeah, you definitely do got to hold people. You got definitely got to do hold people accountable. But like I said, I think they're gonna call him up this week, which they need to. I
Hmm.
mean, he done hit 2 home runs, two doubles. It's time. It's time.
Yeah, nah,
He
that
obviously he can still see the ball. Bring him up.
yeah, he's still running pretty well out there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? As long as he got confidence in the knee, because that's
yeah,
the thing when you, especially with him, because he's had this is second ACL injury. I
yep.
think one on both knees, or was it the same knee?
No, both knees has
Both
been clear.
knees. So you know what I'm saying. I think that it's really when you're trying to come back from an ACL injury on both knees, then yeah, it's definitely just more of a confidence thing. You really just want to make sure that he has confidence in running, starting, stopping, sprinting, sliding, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? All those things that you need your knees for. As long as he got confidence in him though, and like you said, he's seeing the ball well enough, man. Go ahead, call him up. You know what I'm saying? 40, like you said, 40 games to the All-Star break. Just go ahead, get him back up, and you know what I'm saying? Get him in rhythm, get him in motion.
Yeah, exactly. Just get them going, get them going. But what would you want to highlight on the Dodgers? What you want to talk about the Dodgers about?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Dodgers. Well, actually, ah, damn, I didn't give away my answer. I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, some of your favorite teams and some of your most disappointing teams.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I mean,
Um,
obviously, now my most disappointing team is going to be Baltimore. Obviously,
yeah,
move past that. But my second most disappointing team is gonna be the Dodgers, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You put together this $3 billion roster. I'm expecting y'all to go. You know what I'm saying? How many games we done play? 40. Let's say we done play 50 games. I'm
uh,
expecting you to be 45-5. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know
yeah,
they're still good. Like, they're still probably like the second best team in the league right now.
yeah, they are.
Which is crazy to say that like they're still my most disappointing team, man. But like
Mhm.
I was expecting so many records to be falling. Like I was expecting, you know what I'm saying? We talk about teams putting up 8, 9 runs a game. I'm expecting them to put up 12, 13 runs a game. And you know what I'm saying? Only give up 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But I'll say this about the Dodgers, man.
Mhm.
Dodgers, 4 of their starting pitchers are on the injured reserve. 12
Mhm.
of the pitchers is on the injured. 12 of the pitchers they normally use on a day-to-day basis. They
Mhm.
got about 16 guys out. Like they
Yeah,
got
nah,
me and
it's
you
tough.
off the
Yeah, it
street
is
throwing
tough. Yeah,
baseballs
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Okay, cool. That's throwing baseball. I'm talking about hitting the baseball though. That's what all I'm saying. I'm just talking about
Yeah,
hitting the baseball. I was expecting a little bit more from their offense, but you are right.
yeah.
They have been, you know what I'm saying, they've been definitely hit by the injury bug and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I think even Shohei had shoulder surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not been the easiest run, and for them to be at worst the second best team in baseball right now, it is really a testament to them.
Yeah.
But like I
It
said, I was expecting records to fall, like you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Look, I think after the All Star break, they said Shohei's supposed to start pitching after the All Star break. I think after the
Ah,
All Star break, when everybody like, because everybody's on like the 60 day and 80 day, so
mm-hmm.
by the All Star break,
It should
they
be back
should
to
have
100.
everybody back, and it's gonna get ugly. And like even with betting, the Dodgers are still cashing bets and still cashing like
Not this past
they
week. They just got swept by the Angels.
yeah they ain't do
They
too
just
hot
got
this
swept.
weekend.
Yeah, they ain't do
Yeah
too hot
they
this
ain't do
weekend.
they didn't do too hot this weekend, but yeah, they're still a cash king in the MLB because like when that
hmm
offense is on, they beat
Oh
niggas by
yeah,
2 and 3 runs.
yeah. No, I was gonna say, shoot, when that offense is on, it is every bit is
It it
on.
it is everything.
Yeah.
But my most disappointing team this year so far. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
Please don't say
Um,
Baltimore. I can't take it no more.
yeah. Baltimore's there, but who is it? Baltimore's there, but
I want to see. Can I pull up the standings off of this? Let me see. Let me try to pull up
it's
the
there.
standings real quick.
Who can I
Cause
say?
that's what I want to
Oh,
know.
Cleveland. I think Cleveland
Ah.
disappointed me a little bit. I think Cleveland they kind of up and down, which baseball is an up and down sport. They kind of up and down.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got no consistency yet. They'll win a
Mm-hmm.
series, drop 2 series, win a series, then win another one, then drop the next three. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's what you call it. It it's hard understanding them because like they have a good lineup, they have
Yeah.
great pitching.
Yep.
They just can't put it together somehow, and I don't know why. But
I mean,
and then
right
as far as
now.
like my most
Oh, go
impressive
ahead.
team,
Uh huh.
probably Padres.
Yeah, I like
That
the Padres, man.
yeah, that Padres lineup been hard to beat.
Yeah, and they right there. Dang, they also on a 3-game losing streak. They just got swept too, apparently. I ain't
By the
even know that.
Mariners,
By
yeah,
the
by the Mariners,
Mariners.
yeah, by the Mariners, yeah.
The Mariners. Oh
Hey,
man, that's tough. I mean, Mariners they decent, but damn, I ain't really think that they should have swept the Padres. That's
no, no.
crazy.
I
A
think
sweep is crazy.
they had some really good matchups. The Padres should have won the first 2 games. Like
Mm-hmm.
the
See, I
Padres should
ain't
have
even
won
catch
the
them.
first 2 games. I think Michael King was having control issues, and then
Uh,
Cease was walking folks. And the more folks you walk,
oh yeah,
it's
more
set up for
base runners.
disaster.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, you got to keep everybody off base and stuff. But the
Yeah.
Padres, I mean, they holding up real well. They one game behind the Dodgers in the NL West. Like
Mm-hmm.
I said, luckily they both was on 3-game losing streaks and stuff. So they both got swept. Um, so yeah, but they still pulling in with a plus 38 run differential.
Oh yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah. When they score, they score.
yeah,
It's
I was about to
like I
say, and
said,
to
when
go
they
back to
bats
your
hot, they
Cleveland.
bats hot.
With your disappointing one, yeah, they done lost 4 straight and they sitting there with a negative 20 run differential.
And
So yeah,
I don't understand
yeah,
it.
that was won't get it.
I don't know how I don't know what Cleveland got going on up there with they
Yeah, nah.
lineups and stuff. It's just ugh.
Obviously I might have to pay a little bit more attention to them because like I knew that like you know what I'm saying, they like a playoff team. Like obviously I
Yeah.
think they've made the playoffs what the last 3, maybe 4 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. So
They
like they
have.
one of them teams where I just kind of figure like, okay, they'll be, you know what I'm saying, they'll be there at the end of the year. I'll wait you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna peep
Yeah.
somebody else and peep the other people and then
Uh huh.
figure out, you know what I'm saying, we'll pay attention to them a little bit later. But now I hadn't even realized that they was kind of struggling. I mean, they still above 500. They still 4 games above 500.
Mm-hmm.
They protecting home field. They not doing anything on the road though. They 11-13 on the
No,
road.
they ain't. They get
Yeah,
away
they
from home,
ain't.
man. It's a toss up with them. They win or lose. It's a toss up for them.
But see, this is crazy because Baltimore Orioles are 11.5 games back in the
Don't even
AL
supposed
East.
to be right there. Don't even supposed to be.
Like,
With as
bro,
bad as the pitching is, don't even supposed to be right there.
they supposed to be at least third, tied for
Yes.
second, for real, for real. Because I mean, shoot, the Boston Red Sox still got a losing record as well. Like
Uh huh.
it's the Yankees and then it's everybody else. So everybody else is
Uh
fighting
huh.
for the wild card, but y'all ain't even fighting for the wild card right now, man. Y'all better
Mm-mm.
be glad relegation ain't a thing, cause I don't y'all might not be a professional team next year.
Mm-mm.
But speaking of the Yankees, man, shout out to them. Definitely something that I wish we could have talked about during the first week, first couple of days of the season and stuff, man. But the torpedo bats, man. What's your opinion on the torpedo bats? You think it's cheating? You cool with it? What's your opinion on the torpedo bats?
I ain't gonna be a grumpy old man. Like
No boomer take.
once I watched videos and I learned about it, that all they were doing was taking the wood
Mhm.
from the top of the bat and just
Mhm.
moving it down towards
Mhm.
the sweet spot. I was like, that
Mhm.
ain't bad or whatever. That's just it's a little bit better weight distribution, which is why
That too.
you see Chaz and all them getting a little more
Fortune.
a little more ball speed coming out the bat now.
Mhm.
But yeah. I think it's good for the game because in the right hands it can be good. Ellie swing one this year. He's doing great with it.
Yep. I was
Um,
gonna say, yeah. It's a couple of more players that once they couple more teams, couple more players. Once they peep, they was like,
mhm.
let's try it. Hey, yo, you pick up this bat real quick. Go out there and hit a few. Let me see how that worked for you too.
Uh-huh.
So,
But yeah, Elliott's hitting one, and he's starting to have a career year. Um,
mhm,
it's a guy out in Milwaukee named Royce Hoskins. He's hitting one this year. He's doing pretty well. He's kind of on a cold streak right now. But
mhm,
he was it was basically every other day. He boom, 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 boom. And then the Rays got Junior Camara, I think that's his name or whatever, some
mhm,
Dominican dude. He's
mhm,
swinging one every other day. It's a home run. Like it's just
mhm.
I think it's good. I think it's good for the game. I ain't got nothing against it. I ain't got nothing against it at all.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you on that too. I'm with you on that too. I really like that. I really like the torpedo bat. I'm surprised that it took this long for people to kind of peep that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
To kind of be like, hey, is this legal? Can we just shift, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the fat
Yeah.
part of the bat, move it more towards the actual sweet spot because um for those of you that are watching and aren't really familiar with baseball or whatnot, um, the sweet part of the bat is not at the end of the bat. It's actually like a little bit more sort towards like the I ain't gonna say the center, but somewhere between the center to the top third of the bat. Like that's
Hmm.
really where you want to try to catch the baseball. And basically, what the Yankees started doing was that, like he said, they instead of having the fat piece of the bat way at the end of the bat, they moved it to the sweet spot and made that the fat part of the bat. It still meets all, as far as the MLB rule book is
Hmm.
concerned, it meets all criteria for a legal bat. They didn't cork the bats. They didn't do anything other crazy. They just literally just shifted the shape of it.
Hmm.
And like he said, man, now balls are leaving the park at an astonishing rate,
Yeah.
um, which is always going to be good for baseball because with baseball, you need the casual fans in baseball. Like I
You
ain't gonna lie,
do.
like myself, like I'm a casual fan. I ain't got no problem admitting that. I'm a
Yeah.
very much a casual fan of baseball. But you need casuals for your sport to survive. Like
Hmm.
people aren't huge football fans. I know a lot of guys think that they're football fans. You're on
Hmm.
TikTok, you're on YouTube, and a lot of those guys they just be making podcast videos and they be saying dumb stuff about football. We
Hmm.
call those casuals. They don't really know what's going on. They can't draw up a cover three, cover four. They don't
No.
really know the sport of football. They just like watching football. They're casual fans. You need that to survive. I can't go out there and draw a half court set for basketball, but I enjoy watching it. I'm a
Hmm.
casual fan. You need that for your sport to progress. And I think that more home runs, shout out to Manfred with the introduction of the pitch clock.
Yeah.
Um, that one was probably I think that's the move that really got me back into baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was like, "Oh, these games don't take 3.5 hours no more?
No. No. No.
Bet,
No.
Imma watch them now." Okay then,
Uh-huh.
cool.
No, that pitch clock make a difference. But like you said though, you need the torpedo bats is good because
Mhm,
it turns the casual game. Because like I'm gonna take a game for instance. This past week, Thursday,
mhm,
it was the Rangers versus the Astros. It was the Grom versus Hunter Brown,
mhm.
two best pitchers this year.
Yeah.
Both of these boys went 8 innings and 80 some pitches. And I
Mhm,
was trying to explain to somebody the other day. I said, you know how hard that is to do. I said,
mhm.
you facing three batters an inning, and they're only giving up 10 balls an inning. Like
Yeah.
that
You
is really hard to
efficient, you
do.
quick. Yeah, you quick, you efficient, you getting them out of there. That
And
is
that game
amazing.
resulted in a 1-0 game. The Rangers won off a home run. Like
Mhm. Oh my god, bro. Y'all are killing me. Where my let me turn my Wi-Fi off. I'm finna turn everything off the Wi-Fi. Disconnect everything from the Wi-Fi. Cause I'm for sure got to do something about that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, nah, like you were saying, man, just two great pictures. Um,
Yeah.
but it's hard for casual fans to watch great like the defensive games, the games that do result into 1-0,
Yeah.
2-0 games. Like it is kind of hard for a lot of fans to watch that because to the casual fan, ain't nothing going on. It's just a
Yeah.
dude throwing the ball and then the catcher throwing him back the ball. And you know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? Like it's just that over and over.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
And it was fun to like to me, like, cause like whatever I pitched, and
mm,
I pitched at the JUCO level. Like it was
mm,
fun to me because DeGrom is an old ass man, damn near
mhm,
40, got out
mhm,
there and shoved against 20 years old, 22, 23 years old, and
mhm.
against one of the best offenses. Like he got out there and like who I was like, damn, I was like, this 2011 all over again when he was with the
Yeah,
Mets. I said,
yeah,
I'm
nah.
back being 17, 18 years old. So I was hype watching the shit, him getting his 9 strikeouts.
I was just about to say, nah, the more that's really if anybody is watching and you want to get into baseball, I see we got a couple of viewers, and I'm not sure if all of y'all are baseball fans or not. But if you
Uh-huh.
want to get into baseball, you have to be able to like fall in love with pitching. Like
Mhm.
you have to kind of like appreciate, yo, this guy just threw 98 miles per hour right here, and then the very next pitch he came back through 86 miles an hour, and it had tremendous break, and you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying, and then he with the pitching location and changing speeds and changing velocity and all of that stuff, movement. When you got pitches that start, you know what I'm saying, a
Mhm.
foot and a half out of the plate, and then within 60 feet of reaching home plate, it then curved in 24 inches, and now it's a strike zone. Like now it's a
Mhm.
strike. Now that's what you know. Those are marks of great pitchers. Like that's very entertaining because I want you to go outside and try to like throw a pitch that has like 24 inches of run that way. Like you know what I'm saying? It's easy to
Mhm.
make something start here and then drop 24 inches, but to start out here and then go that way to the like, you know what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that, that's how you really start to appreciate baseball and what those guys are actually really doing and stuff like that. It does kind of get boring at a time though.
It
It does.
does.
It does though.
It does. And then the go back on schemes, man. Like yesterday, they was playing the Phillies. Damn, Bryce Harper, one of the best, probably one of the best hitters of all time. I know our generation or whatever. Went 0 for 3 against this man because guess what? The, Skeens has a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Got a 90 something, let's say, what you call it, curveball.
Curveball,
You
yeah.
know, a
Change up.
changeup
Change
is
up,
supposed to,
yeah.
a changeup is supposed to slow the pace down of the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Skiing has what you call a split change. So when
Mm-hmm.
it's coming out its hand, you thinking it's a fastball. So you getting your timing ready to go with the ball, and you
Mm-hmm.
getting your timing ready to go, thinking it's gonna be
One
it's
of them
slower.
100-mile, one of them, oh no, well, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, you thinking it's gonna be a 100 miles, call it, a fastball,
Mm-hmm.
but he done took some edge off of it, and now it's spinning while you swinging the ball just coming by. Like it's
Yeah,
just
you done already swung and then the pitch just roll on by. You like, fuck. I
yeah,
look like an idiot.
yeah. Yeah,
But
like I said,
yeah.
you gotta, like you said though, you gotta fall in love with pitching to understand the game.
Mhm. And that's what we're here for. Hopefully, this won't be the last time that we get together and stuff, man.
No, 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 it's not.
Um, what I kind of want to do is I'm gonna try to find some stuff, man, and kind of break down some of these pitch sequences and stuff.
Hmm.
Just to kind of see, because we got to talk about tunneling your pitches.
Yeah,
Um, and then I think that that'll help, like, give people, like, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit more of like a feel for like what it is that we actually talking about. So I'm gonna get together with some clips and we're gonna play these clips for y'all and kind of break down what it is that we talking about with stuff like that. Other than that, man, do you have any? This would be the last thing because we just spent 45 minutes on that, and I kind
yeah.
of wanted to touch on just a few more things, just really quickly,
Okay,
outside of the sports world and stuff. But I just wanted to get your prediction since we still early enough in the season. You got any favorites for like World Series, MVP, Cy Young? Anybody walking away with a triple crown this year and for batting? You know what I'm saying? Just any early predictions at
yeah.
all. Really, yeah, anything that you might
M-
want to
M-
give somebody.
Yeah, MVPs. I'm a NL. I got Tatis. Like it's just no, but nobody's seeing the ball like he is. Like
Mhm.
the man is just it's cool to see that because like he was on doping allegations last year. Everybody was like, oh, he's doping. He can't do that regularly.
Mhm.
Man, triple his production. This year. So
Even
I
better,
got
but
him
no
for the
doping. Yeah.
NL, and
Mhm.
then the AL. I got Judge. Man, ain't nobody fooling with Judge, man.
Yeah. Man, Judge probably is gonna get another MVP. At least at this pace.
Yeah.
Only reason why I don't like giving it to Yankees hitters, especially the ones that they're hitting, well, we're giving it to them because of the amount of home runs they get. They got that
Uh,
short porch, man. And you know it and I know it, bro. They got that short porch, man. It's
Oh, it pisses me off. That's like that
like,
belly grand slam last night had me hot.
yeah,
I was like that. I said that'll be I said that's a fly out in Atlanta. I was like, oh
like,
my
bro, there's a
goodness.
fly out in 28 other ballparks, but oh, he play in New York though, so he got that short porch and it's, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to take nothing away from him because
Uh
I
huh.
still think that he would put up like let's say that he's putting up what he just did last year, 62 or 64 home runs. It was one of those two, 62 or
Yeah.
64 home runs last season. If he played at any other ballpark, I still think that he gets like 50. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? 45, 50, like easily, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
there are several of those home runs that would not have been a home run anywhere else except
Mm-mm.
for his own home ballpark. But that is baseball, you know what I'm saying? All the ballparks are different. That's why I like baseball. But there's that one, New York, that short porch. I'm just not fit. That one's just a little bit too much. Like, all
That
right,
that
y'all,
is.
like, you
The
know what I'm saying?
MLB need to step in and make them push that back. That's all it
Just a
is.
little, or raise the wall, one or the
There you
other.
go. I'm cool raising the wall there. There you
Like,
go.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? One or the other. But that was just, But you're right though. I think Judge is probably until somebody come and take it from him. And
Mhm.
just um looking at this, man, I don't really see who would. Uh, yeah, in the AL, like
Mhm.
I don't see anybody who could take it from Judge right now. So I'm with you on
No.
that one. As far as the NL, I do like your Tatis pick.
Mhm.
I think that depending on how much, I think it's probably gonna be between him, Shohei.
Mhm.
Um, what's my boy on the Diamondbacks? Um, oh
Which
no no no
position?
no 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 no. I'm thinking about the pitcher. I'm thinking about the pitcher. Never mind. Never mind. What my boy? Corbin Burns. Where's Corbin Burns?
He's on Diamondbacks. Yeah, he's on Diamondbacks.
Yeah, him. He was one of my picks like early in the season just because I think that this should be like one of his like I was just kind of expecting just to break out, man. I like the way that
Mhm.
boy hoop. That boy's a hooper. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
is.
Not Burns, Carroll. Carroll is the
Corbin
dude I'm
Carroll. Yeah,
thinking about.
Corbin Carroll. Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking about. Carroll. Yes, Carroll. Yes.
Yeah,
But
Corbin.
yeah. Yeah, Corbin Carroll, not Corbin Burns. Corbin
Yeah.
Carroll. Carroll.
Yeah.
That's who I was expecting to have like a really nice season because I like the way that boy hoop.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's been pedestrian, but as far as like an MVP race, he's been pedestrian.
Mhm.
So Tatis though, yeah, I could probably see that one. I could probably see that
Yeah.
one.
Corbin. I ain't gonna say Arizona ain't a big market, but Corbin gonna have to like they're gonna have to make a playoff run for him to be considered for
I was
MVP.
just gonna say they gotta do something amazing.
Corbin gonna have to make a he either gonna have to make a playoff run or pull a Acuna 40 and 70. It's one or the other.
Something like that. Yeah, you gotta do something that's just gonna wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're gonna
Mhm.
have to break a record, join a club. As far as the Cy Young goes, man, I
Cy
think
Young.
that even if Paul Skeens has a losing record, man, I don't see why we can't give it to him anyway. Cause I
You
mean,
know,
just for
you
real, man.
you know what's gonna trump that right now, and this guy's undefeated. You know what's gonna trump
What's
that?
that? Oh, you talking about your old boy, Max
No, no,
Fried?
no, no. I'm talking about what's gonna trump Skeens not getting the Cy Young.
What's
San
that?
Francisco got an old man called named Robbie Ray. That man is 9-0 right now.
Oh, for
Got
real?
the got the top spin rate in baseball this year with his curveball. The average spin rate about like 28,000
Yeah,
RPMs or
28 to
something like
like
that. But
32
he's
or something,
spinning,
right? Yeah.
yeah, he's spinning about three, I think between 3,500 and four. But yeah, every time he touched the mound, they win. It's
I'm gonna
it's
have to
automatic dub for him.
I'm gonna have to look him up because, like I said, I ain't paying no attention to the doggone Giants yet, man. Like I said, I
Hmm.
really just been really frustrated with the Orioles and just kind of paying attention to that AL East, trying to see if there's any way that we could like move up. But like, bro, everybody
Yeah.
else is playing so much better than the Orioles right now. It done pissed me off.
And
Like,
yeah, a lot of people sleep. I tweeted about this. I said a lot of people sleep on the Giants, and the Giants. I think this year their MLB roster. I think it's like 60 or 65% Dominican this year.
oh,
I wonder why they're doing so damn good because they
I
got
got
all
another
Dominicans
one.
on their team now. I was
My
like,
bad. I got another one. I got another one. I got another one. I'm sorry. MVP,
who you get?
PCA, Pete Crow
PCA,
Armstrong.
Pete Armstrong.
Oh
Oh
man, I
man,
don't know
yeah,
how I
yeah,
forgot about him. Oh, I
yeah,
don't know how I forgot about him.
yeah.
That boy,
PCA
you talking about
tough.
somebody hooping. You
Yeah,
talking about somebody hooping. That boy is hooping.
yeah. PCA tough. I ain't got nothing against PCA.
Man, defensively too, he making plays in the outfield. And I
Uh
think
huh.
that yeah, nah, matter of fact, yeah, I don't know how I forgot him when I
Yeah,
started this whole MVP conversation, but nah, PCA actually changed my. That's who I got for MVP right now. It's
yeah.
PCA.
P-
That's who I
PCA
want with him.
here's a tough pick. I can rock with that. Yeah, PCA a tough pick.
That's who I want. Yeah. What's up, Priest? My boy heard me down here talking and shit. He wanted to come down here. Anyways though, so moving forward, I wanted to talk about uh NBA, man. We just gonna talk about the NBA just real
Okay,
quick,
okay.
real
What you got?
quick. Just man, you know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and just say what it is. We are in a new generation of hoops now, man. Ain't no more. I ain't gonna say ain't no more Bron, ain't no more Steph, ain't no more KD. But ain't no more Bron, ain't no more Steph, ain't no more
Hey,
KD. Like, you know what I'm saying? That era, we passed that. We off that. That was the
uh-huh.
2010s. We are firmly in the 2020s. We got the new guys, we got the young bucks, we got SGA, we got Ant, we got
Hmm.
fucking Tyrese Halliburton, which I ain't gonna lie, the past 2 years, I'm like, damn, this boy is actually like a
Oh,
hooper. Like, you know what
how
I'm
did y'all
saying?
not? He
Like,
was on he was on look.
no, no, no,
Anybody
no.
who does that boy was on the what you call it what you call the team the
Which
USA
one?
team.
Yeah, yeah, the Olympic team. Yeah,
Yeah, you were on the Olympic team with a non-invite, so that means you made the team without them inviting you.
and yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. You earned that. Like you
you
earned that.
earned that. How did people not think he was good?
I mean, no, no, no. I didn't think it's not that I didn't think he was good, but like to me, I'm super critical of basketball players. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, like I am super critical of basketball players. I never give motherfuckers props in the NBA. Like
Uh-huh.
never. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it really was just a thing of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you're good, but you ain't at that championship level. You ain't like, you know what I'm saying? You could be an all-star. You can,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, be the best player on your team.
Yeah.
But like to say that you one of the best in the league, I wasn't ready to give him that.
Hmm.
Imma go ahead and give him that now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Imma go
Yeah.
ahead, like, I got to give I'm fully on the hype train now. I'm
Yeah.
letting my biases die. There is no more Bron, no more Steph, no more KD,
Mm-mm.
no more Paul George, James Harden, Chris Paul. Like, we done with that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're done with that. It just is what it is. Father Time undefeated.
It is.
Bron be giving them hands, but Father Time
Yeah.
still undefeated. And so now we just are, like I said, moving on to the next wave and stuff, man. And the next wave is fully here.
It
Um,
is. They are. They are here.
so out of these last four teams that we got left, we got Oklahoma City Thunder, Minnesota Timberwolves out there west. We got the New York Knicks, and we got the Indiana Pacers out east, man. How you feel like these conference finals and of course the finals are going to go if you just had to make a prediction right now?
Ma- If I had to make a prediction right now, I don't know. I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna start with the East. I don't know how it's gonna go. Thibodeau is known for giving his starters 40, 45 minutes a game.
Mhm,
And the Pacers actually, they got they're deep on their team. They can sit Halliburton for 20, 25 minutes. They can sit Miles for 20, 25 minutes. They can
mhm,
afford to do that. I don't know if Thibodeau is going to be smart enough that, hey, I got to sit these guys, or Halliburton going to get in the fourth quarter refreshed and clamp up Brunson. Like I, if I had to go off strict, just it's either Knicks in 5 or Pacers in 7. That's my pick for that. It's either Knicks in 5 or Pacers in 7. Because if
Mhm.
Thibodeau gonna not let them boys rest their legs, I think the Pacers gonna get them in 7. But if he
Mhm.
do let them rest, um, I
But you
think
know,
they give.
Thibodeau ain't never let nobody rest though.
No,
Like he ain't never
no,
let nobody rest.
no, no,
So,
no, no. The Pacers are a tough out. That's like I listen to a lot of podcasts too. Like I listen to Pat Bell. He said motherfuckers don't like the Pacers because the motherfuckers play defense. He
mhm.
said if you ever notice somebody that plays against the Pacers in a series always goes down because them boys are physical. They just out
Mhm.
physical everybody. But and then the West, I ain't even got a dog in that. Like I'm watching that strictly for entertainment. Like I like SGA. I
Mhm.
like Jalen Williams.
Mhm.
I like Ant Man. I like Rudy Gobert. I like
I don't think no one has ever said that sentence in life before.
what Rudy
Yeah.
Straight.
No,
Rudy
I
Straight.
don't think
A lot
nobody
of
has
people
said it though. I don't think nobody ever said it though.
Rudy Straight. Like man, I'm a defensive guy and a board guy. Rudy gets boards, man. You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah, nah,
getting
nah.
20,
Board
25.
man get paid. Yeah, nah, board man
Yeah.
get paid. Yeah, you right.
He getting 20, 25 a game and kicking it back out, giving this team a chance.
No, you right. You right.
Yeah.
No, he's a good player. I just ain't never heard nobody say I
No.
like Rudy Gobert. Like I just never heard nobody say
I
that before.
like him. His game he plays the game well. He ain't
He
gonna give you the
does.
flashy 20 points, but he'll
I
get you
mean,
his boards. He'll let Ant do the rest.
he gave the Lakers that 2020 though. He
See,
gave the
everybody
Lakers
treat
that
the Lakers. I'm
2020.
a Lakers fan. Everybody treat the Lakers like it's the fucking NBA Finals, and that shit pisses me off, man. Like that pisses me off so bad.
Heavy is the
Niggas want to
head,
play
cuz.
LeBron and turn to Superman. I don't like that shit.
Exactly. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah,
Um,
niggas turn LeBron turn damn fucking
nah,
Superman
that's
playing LeBron.
exactly, bro. They gotta nah. They want that poster before he get out of here. They want that poster on.
All right,
Oh,
that
cause,
shit.
cause look, when they telling their grandkids about it, they ain't gonna say, "Yeah, I dunked on Bron when he was 42." They gonna be like, "Nah, I dunked on Bron." Like that's gonna be the end of the sentence. Like you know what I'm saying? So,
No,
but I'm the opposite of you. I ain't got no dog in the fight out east. But out west, man, I got Ant.
you got it.
I got Ant, cub. I ain't gonna lie. I got Ant. One of these days I'm gonna learn my lesson about picking against OKC because I've
Uh
picked against them every step of the way so far.
huh.
Um, and since the first series, that one I was definitely picking with my heart because John, my boy, John, my
Yeah.
new favorite player in the league. I was definitely picking
Yeah,
with my
ain't no
heart
wrong
on
with
that
y'all.
one.
Y'all cool.
Yeah, yeah, I like John. I like John. But that second round against Denver, if it went to 7, like I had Denver in 7
Mm-hmm.
because you know what I'm saying. I was on the mindset of Denver got the championship pedigree. They've been there before. They know
Mm-hmm.
what it takes. Like you know what I'm saying. That rhetoric. So I was fully bought in on Denver in 7, but I started getting worried. I started getting worried pretty early in that series. Like whatever that first game was, I forgot whether it was game 2, game 3, or whatever. But whatever that first game was, that OKC beat them boys by like 30. I was like, Denver might be in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But shouts out to OKC. I do think that they're a great team. Like I said, I just think that I'm just rocking with Ant just because I
Yeah.
like Ant more than any other player on OKC. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But I do think that OKC is a better team. I think that Ant is the best player in that series.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Now out east, I like the way that you think too, though. I can't even lie. I like the way that you think. If it goes 7, then I think that as much as Thibodeau likes to keep them boys on the court and likes to run them boys, man, that's always been. I think that's always been the downfall of Thibodeau teams. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
when it gets to game 6s and game 7, those guys are tired
Mm-hmm.
because you got your starters out there for 40 minutes a game, 42, 44 minutes a game, bro. And I'm sure that they're working on conditioning, and I'm sure that, like, you know what I'm saying? They played the whole 82 game season doing this shit. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like this is something completely new that he's now doing in the playoffs. But still, though, like, it just doesn't make sense to me as to why you would do that. When, especially if you're going to be playing a team, like you said, like Indiana, who is in the playoffs and they still going 8, 9, 10 deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they still using their bench
Mm-hmm.
deeply and keeping guys fresh. And I think that that's one of the big things about them. I probably am gonna go. I'm just gonna pick the Pacers in that series.
Yeah.
Probably like Pacers in 6. Or so.
Yeah.
Who got home court in that one? Who got home court in that
I
one? Knicks
wanna
got
say
home. Knicks got
we
home
got home.
court in
Yeah.
that one. Knicks got home court. Okay, that might change it a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm stick with Pacers in 6. Imma stick with Pacers
No
in
wrong with
6.
that. No wrong with that at all.
Yeah, because what you just need to win nah. Nah, yeah, you just need to win 1. You just need to win 1, 2, or 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then protect home court. Yeah. Give me Indiana in 6. I had to think that one through. But, yeah, I'll take
Mm-hmm.
Indiana in 6 on that one. So that means that in my perfect world, I got Timberwolves versus Pacers in the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds crazy.
That does sound crazy, don't
Like I don't think nobody ever said that sentence before in life.
it?
Oh, except maybe the early 2000s. Maybe the early 2000s, somebody might have said that.
Yeah.
I'd probably be Indiana though if that's the case though, man.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be Indiana if that's the case though. Hopefully Ant got a little bit better win. I think that's the thing that messed but that's what he said messed him up last time in the playoffs was just that he ran out of gas, trying to do
Mm-hmm.
too much and just ran out of gas. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, his conditioning is a little bit better. Hopefully he's a little bit more prepared for a long
Mm-hmm.
run. I think it is great that they was able to get the Warriors out of here in 5. Like I think that that's going to be a good benefit for him going forward and stuff, but we'll see, my man. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
We definitely will see.
Oh, and then last thing I want to say about the NBA, and then we can move on from that one real quick. And then I was gonna talk about the women hoops, but they deserve another like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna skip the women hoops today, and we'll
Okay,
circle
that's
back
cool.
on them. Remind me to circle back on them next time we link up. But my
Okay.
last
Yeah.
question, man, NBA draft lottery, is it rigged? Yes or no?
That shit rigged, man. That that shit. You mean to tell me you trade your best all European, all NBA player to the biggest market in the NBA, getting shit on as an owner, and all of
And
a
the
sudden
general manager, yup.
you get the number one draft. Oh man, whatever.
Yeah, no. It's
That
got to
that
be rigged, bro. With a
that
1.8% chance. 1.8%. Okay, gotcha.
that shit is rigged. And they're talking about trading it or what they're entertaining trade talks. Like
Like, okay, so they are entertaining trade talks. Them and then also the Spurs have the second pick. Again, rigged. How the fuck y'all end up with the second pick? Y'all weren't that damn bad, bro.
no.
Like y'all weren't that damn bad either, bro. And y'all get the second pick. We'll talk about them in a second.
Yeah.
But Dallas Mavericks, I mean, if you trade, like what are you trading for? I mean, yeah, you got Kyrie, you got Clay, you got Anthony Davis for
Mm-hmm.
his 30, 40 games that he gonna play. Um what's the other center they got? God, what's the other center name that I just
Spencer
forgot?
Dinwiddie.
Thank you. No,
Spencer
wait.
Dinwiddie. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got that boy. I think that they have a solid team as is. I wouldn't really be looking to trade. I think that like if you got the number one pick, I think that you should just go ahead and just go and grab Cooper. Like
Yeah.
why not? Like you know what I'm saying? I think that putting Kyrie, Clay, and Cooper on a team together, if anything, I would say try to trade AD. Like you know what I'm saying? I think that NFL execs probably hold AD with a little bit more of a they probably think he's a little bit better, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He's worth a little something. You probably get a little something back for him. But
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade that number one pick. Nor would I
No.
trade the number two pick. Spurs. Why are you trading the number two pick when you can go and get a Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey? You can
Mm-hmm.
go and get, you know what I'm saying? Like you got some choices at that two pick.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you got some choices at that two pick as well.
Yeah. You got
I
you
don't
got you got really
understand getting rid of him either.
but harping on it, I'm one pick though is like I at the beginning of the season of basketball season last year, college basketball, I was the biggest Cooper Flag hater. I was like, this man ain't like that. He not cool. It took me half the season to come around on train like, all right, this cat might be tough, bro. Like
Hmm.
he might got it. I think Dallas just need to swallow that bull and just draft him. Because like you said, you named out those three guys. Those
Hmm.
guys are aging. You need some youth on them.
Hmm.
You need some youth on that. And then go back to the Spurs. Like you said, the Spurs are not that bad. They have the last 2 years has been the rookie of the year for them.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
are
got
not
both
bad.
of 'em.
You
Like, y'all
niggas are
got
not
both
bad, bro.
of 'em. They gotta learn how to play together. They gotta, you know what I'm saying, figure out what
Once they
works for
do, it's
them.
gonna be tough.
And then also dealing with Pop and his health was probably also kind of like a hindrance to that as well,
Mm-hmm.
because like you don't have your head coach to really sit y'all down and be like, hey, this is what y'all need to work on, and this, you know what I'm saying? Because he
Mm-hmm.
in a hospital. One time for Pop, rest up, hope you get well. I
Uh-huh.
know you're retired and stuff. Great service to the NBA, man. The NBA would not be where it's at right now without you, Pop. Please go live out the rest of your years. I hope there are many, many, many more years, but please go with your family, rest up, all of that good stuff. But the Spurs aren't bad, bro. And like you have Wemby, you have Fox,
Mm-hmm.
you got ain't Chris Paul still there, or
Yeah,
he
Chris
was
Paul's
just a
still there. Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if he was like that was like a 1 year deal or whatever. But you still got Chris
No.
Paul. You know what I'm saying? He's still and he technical enough to at least be effective. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, he's not '06 Rookie of the Year Chris Paul,
Mm-mm.
duh. But you know what I'm saying? He's straight enough to like get you some games and make some smart decisions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. But
I
like
say
you
you
said,
keep that pick and draft and keep young and keep building, man.
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade that for Giannis. I wouldn't trade no second pick
Mm-mm.
for 33, 34-year-old Giannis.
Mm-mm.
Because like Giannis' game is way too predicated on his physicality, on his
Mm-hmm.
athleticism. You know what I'm saying? He only got X amount of years of that left. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he can develop the fundamental or the technical skills to be able to, you know what I'm saying, play that old man game.
Yeah.
Like Bron played the old man game. He's still super athletic,
Yeah.
but you could look at him from this past year and go back to 2013 Bron and see that he's still not as physically overpowering as he once was. It
Mm-hmm.
just is what it is. I don't know if Giannis is going to be able to develop his game in a way where he will be able to excuse me, where he would be able to really control the game from a more fundamental level. I could be wrong, but I
Yeah.
don't think that you give up your future for that either, though. So
No, no, no. You don't give us your future. And like you said, the Spurs with Chris Paul being there, you said draft Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey. They both can run the one. Let them learn. Let them learn. Let them
let
learn.
them learn.
Both of them above 6'5". Let them boys learn. Like, hey,
Hmm.
protect the ball, dish it out. Score when you need to score. But yeah, I do agree with that. I agree with you there on that one.
Okay, then cool, cool, cool. All right, last topic, man. Last topic. So I'm not sure if you've seen this. I'm sure you have because you be tapped in with the sports too. That's the only reason why you're on the podcast because
Mhm.
you be knowing ball, so we could talk ball. But the last thing is, it seems as if in college football, it does seem as if we're going to a 16 team playoff.
Wow.
So I want to know how you feel about that. And then also, just in case you don't know, with the 16 team playoff, they are talking about a guaranteed 4 spots for the Big Ten and another guaranteed 4 spots for the SEC. We know Big Ten, SEC run college football. It
Yeah,
is what
we
it is.
do.
We know that. But I want to know specifically how you feel about them having 4 automatic spots. And then, well, no, I want to know about the 16, how you feel about 16 in general, and then I want you to know how it feels about the 4 teams from each of those conferences.
All right. With that being said, the playoff going to a 16 for for automatic bid or whatever. Um, who had the worst record in the playoffs? It was like a 10-3, wasn't it?
Clemson with 10-3, the ACC
The
champions.
Timson 10-3 AC champions.
Hmm.
Let's say, you know, in a perfect world, SC get that 4, the Big Ten get their 4. What if you got three more teams in each conference that's 10-3? What are you gonna do? They they
You
they
gonna
they
screw them
already don't
over.
like the SEC. They keep making stipulations to try to keep the SEC out, but it's gonna be 1 year where Kentucky's 10-3, LSU's 10-3. It's gonna be
Oh,
teams out the norm. That's not a that it's gonna be teams that's out that's not out that's out the norm.
hmm.
That's gonna be 10-3. What are you gonna say to them boys?
I mean,
Like what what
that
what, what
is
can you say to them?
it's not gonna be tough. I mean, but like I wouldn't doubt that like so I think as far as automatic qualifiers go, I think it was 4 SEC, 4 Big Ten, so that's 8. I think
Hmm.
they was saying 2 to the Big 12, 2 to the ACC. So that's another 4. So now we're up to 12. So now there's 4 at-large bids. I'm
There you
pretty
go.
sure that they gonna try to have a group of 5 to still keep a automatic bid. You don't think so anymore? Because
I,
then it's tough, right? Like, now it's tough. Like, you only got 4 at-large bids. Are you still gonna keep, like, you know what I'm saying, 1 for the group of 5? Knowing that Boise State wasn't gonna win the national championship last year.
no,
TCU the year before that or San
no,
Jose State,
no,
UAB, they not winning, you know what I'm
no.
saying, the national championship.
They don't have the depth. They don't have it. They do not have it. Everybody says the group of five is starting to become equal because no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's
no,
not.
no, no, it's not.
If they
I
get
brought this the
3,
other day.
4 stars, that's gonna be a great recruiting class in the group of 5.
Look,
Like, if
I
one
brought this the
school
other.
can get that. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I brought up this the other day, man. I said I hate Alabama with everything in my heart. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong. I said that boy got his offensive coordinator back. Alabama got it. What's old boy from Clay Chalful? Mbakwe playing defense. He's so far. He's playing defense right now.
Well,
If
he switched the offense, but I think he's still playing defense too. I think he might be trying to do a Travis Hunter type shit. Not sure yet. Not
Yeah,
sure yet. We gonna see.
but what position he played in high school?
He played quarterback in
Ah,
fucking high school.
I got
Oh,
all
and
right,
DB. Yeah,
all
yeah,
right, all
yeah.
right, all right.
Yeah,
So with that
yeah,
being said,
yeah.
if these three boys that's on the depth chart at quarterback bullshit
Mhm.
around, guess who
Mhm.
we got? All State and Mbakwe laying over there
Yep.
in the cut. Hey, buddy, come. Hey, can you run a read option?
Like, you feel me? Give him an option. Hey, look, give him. I was just gonna say, give him an option too. Fuck it. Worked
Yeah,
last year a little bit. Shit.
but no, but I'm going to say that's how the depth is with the bigger schools, a group of five. You got a
Mhm.
motherfucker who all state champion playing wide receiver for the hell of it, for the greater good of the team.
Just because.
Boy, yeah, just because Boise State don't
Just
have that.
because. I played
Boise
defense
State
last
don't
year.
have
That was
that.
boring.
Yeah,
Then nobody throw it my way, so now I'm gonna go over here so y'all can throw it my way, and I'm just gonna go catch. Like, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Nah, I'm
yeah.
with you on that.
Boise State don't have that. No, like you got your one stud, like Arizona State. You have your one stud out there,
Mhm.
and that is it.
Yeah.
Alabama has 10 at
On one side of the ball.
any given time.
Yeah. Big
At any
fact.
given time. And who's y'all defense coordinator? What's his
Kane
name again?
Womack. Kane
So
Womack.
I'm the biggest Womack guy ever. Like I love to hire,
Hey,
from South
bro.
Alabama.
I was a little shaky, but I like it. I like it.
And
Go ahead.
I used to get in beefs with Wag on Twitter. But I said, man, give Womack time, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I was like, these delayed blitzes gonna work. You just got to give it time. And
Mhm.
sure as hell enough, something clicked in the Missouri game, and niggas could not
Mhm.
block it. And
Mhm.
it went there since. But yeah, but yeah. But speaking of that, I don't think the group of five they don't belong, man. They don't unless you have you're not gonna have that type of roster again, like old buddy had from Kurt Sieg when he had at JMU. Unless you got somebody scoring 50 points a game at will, keep
I
them out.
mean, and then you really can't even say that because he took that JMU roster. Granted, there was a few graduates on there, but for the most part, he took that JMU roster and moved it to Indiana. And we
Mm-hmm.
saw them; they went 10-2. You know what I'm saying? They beat everybody they were supposed to beat.
Everybody's so you're right.
Who they were supposed to beat. They beat all of them. But when they ran up against Ohio State, when they ran up against uh who they played in the playoffs, Notre Dame.
Blame, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they ran up against the big boys,
You got a little
there was a
spooky.
talent. Like, it was a talent discrepancy, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, people love to
Uh-huh.
say that ratings aren't everything. Like, oh well, there are 2 stars that make it to the league, and there are 5 stars who become busts, and it's like that's true.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's true. But there's a whole lot more 5 stars that make it to the NFL.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
there's a whole lot of more 5 stars that turn into something in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
We've gotten so good at this recruiting thing with all these different recruiting services. Shouts out to On Three, shouts out to 24/7, shouts out to even
Mm-hmm.
the ESPN 300. They know what the fuck they doing, bro. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So, like, when they say, "Oh, this is talent," that's what talent is. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm-hmm.
whether things pan out, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole
Yeah.
different thing because a lot of times that's the system, uh,
Mm-hmm.
off field issues, classroom thing. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Yeah.
that. That ain't got nothing to do with the football field. But
Uh-huh.
these guys, they know where the talent is. The talent is still going to the SEC. It's still going to the Big Ten. They do sometimes go to the ACC. They do still sometimes go to the Big 12.
Mhm.
But the talent is going to the SEC and the Big Ten, bro. It just is what it is.
It is, yeah.
Um, and I think we got more conference expansion on the way.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Florida State and Clemson get added to the SEC. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be
We gonna send
surprised.
Dabo to an early retirement. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna happen like next year or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I do think that eventually, like that's what's going. I think that eventually college football is going to become two freaking conferences, and then they're gonna split those two conferences into divisions, and
Mhm.
then those divisions are going to be back to like 8, 10 team conferences. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go
Yeah.
back in a circle, and then they gonna circle back, and this is about oh well now we back at conferences again. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
but yeah, though, I think that I'm personally not a fan of the 16 team playoff. Let me say that.
I'm not either.
I always said that it should have been 6 teams. Um, back when we had 5 power conferences, each conference
Mhm.
champion. Because if you don't win your conference, why should you compete for a national champion? If you're not even a champion in your region, you shouldn't be competing for a national championship. That's just
Mhm.
my feeling about it. And then one more like group of 5 champion. Because I'm real big on that. Like college football used to really mean something to me because of that whole like you damn near had to be perfect. Week in, week out, you damn near had to be perfect. If you lose
Mhm.
one game, it's iffy. If you lose 2 games, you out of it. Except for
Mhm.
2007, but that was because that was a really weird year. But other than
Yeah,
that,
it
bro,
was.
every other season, every other single season that I've been alive for, bro, if you lose one game, it's very iffy. If you lose 2 games, you out of it. It is what it is. Come back next year if you want your get back. That's what I
Mhm.
liked about college football. Now, people have conflicting opinions on this. It's like, you know what I'm saying, all these playoff teams, it kind of takes away the meaning from the regular season. I'm one of
Mhm.
those guys. Some people would say it adds more meaning because even though Bama had lost to Vanderbilt earlier in the year, when we was still in November and we was going into Oklahoma, we was still
Mhm.
in the thick of the playoff hunt. So now that Oklahoma game still meant a little bit more, and especially since we lost it, it meant a whole lot more.
Mhm.
So like I get that side of the argument, but nah, I'm more of a one and done, two and done type of guy, man. You lose 2 games in college football, you just out of there. It just is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
hang
you
it
know what I'm
there.
saying? Um, so but I'm not gonna be mad about more college football games either though. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I'll watch it.
Like, yeah, I'm
I'll
I'm
turn them
gonna
on
watch
for a half if
it.
that's all I gotta watch it for. Yeah.
Because it's gonna get over pretty quick, especially in the
Yeah.
first couple of rounds. I mean, we saw what happened in this first round of the 12 team.
Mhm.
The first round of games in the first half of all of them games, they was all blowouts. Everything was
Mhm.
over by the halftime. It just is what it is. But we all know that it's controlled by money and stuff, and
Mhm.
unfortunately, we don't really get a say so in it.
Mhm.
Um, little bonus pick, man. Since you are an Auburn fan, I know I'm giving an introduction to everybody, letting everybody know who you are and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Sherm is an Auburn fan.
I am.
Just real quick, I'm sure you've seen the schedule already. Just real quick, we're gonna sign off after this. Give me a prediction for Auburn's record before we get up out of here.
I have a future right now on the under 7.5 wins. I got us winning 7 games.
No.
I got us winning 7 games, buddy.
Ah, you
I
don't think
got,
you freeze it?
man. I don't think that I'm not gonna say that he's not it, but we just don't have the we don't have the talent at QB yet. Deuce Knight is a freshman or a true freshman.
Mm,
Jackson Arnold is like playing for to make it to the NFL. He's not really established. Like he's just, uh, I think we got too many missing pieces. Like
mm.
we're gonna be we're gonna be new at running back. We're gonna be three deep new at offensive line. Like it's a headache within itself. But if we win
And that
7 games, I'll
schedule,
be
I
happy.
would say, and that schedule ain't doing y'all no favors for real,
No
for real.
favors whatsoever.
Yeah, that schedule ain't doing y'all a whole lot of favors. Y'all got to go to Georgia this year.
Yeah, no, Georgia comes to us.
Oh, well, y'all get Georgia and Bama at the house then.
Yeah.
So that's
It,
a little bit of a saving grace.
uh, 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 uh,
Not but not enough of a saving
nah,
grace.
nah, nah. If I had a competent quarterback, absolutely cool. I
I
might
think
can put his
Jackson's
down.
straight. I think Jackson's straight. Don't judge him off last year because he was down an entire offensive line and
Mhm.
down his top like 6 wide receivers or some shit. It might have been
Yeah.
top 7 wide receivers. So I'm trying not to judge him too bad off of that.
Mhm.
He's definitely mobile enough. He ran all over our fucking asses. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think he's alright. You know what I'm saying? As far as I took the over on y'all because I think y'all get the 8 actually. I saw that 7.5.
I can't see it.
Um
I'm trying my hard. I tried my hardest to look at it. I was like, man, where do I see eight at? Like that's
Man,
tough.
because truth be told, bro, I think that y'all are probably actually gonna beat Bama this year, bro, which sucks. Cause I usually have a running bet with my homeboy, for the Iron Bowl, but I don't think I'm gonna take that bet this year, man, cause we gotta go
Hmm.
to Jordan Hare. We done beat y'all 5 years in a row. Like it just seems like this that year that Arbor does some Jordan Hare bullshit, touchdown Jesus bullshit. That you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some fluke ass kick six type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just gets
Yeah.
y'all this dub. So I ain't betting against Auburn in the Iron Bowl this year, man. So
Yeah.
but
Well,
I think y'all be okay. Season starts, we got less than 100 days.
I know
Um
we on the horizon. We on the horizon.
for sure, for sure. We definitely gonna get you into the garage and shit.
Gonna have
Um
to. Gonna have to.
Oh yeah, for sure, because you got to come down here and watch. I'm not sure. I hope that we doing this. I hope that we getting together for the Alabama Florida State game because you know what I'm saying. You know my boy Draco who be on the
Yeah.
show with us. He a Florida State fan,
Uh-huh.
so I'm hoping that we get in here in the garage and shit. Cause that shit, I think that that'll be a good show. So, but
Like I
I
said, as
definitely
long
keep
as you
you
don't mind me
updated.
pulling up with some beer, I'm cool. I
All
can
right,
I
man,
can
you
rock
pull up
that.
whatever you want to pull up, except for
Yeah.
don't pull up with no snow. We don't ski over here. But other than that, you know, what I'm saying? Other than
No,
that,
buddy,
though,
I
you
don't get that.
good.
I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. No, sir.
Hey, as long as you know this ain't no ski resort, then you good. You
No, no,
good.
no, 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 not at all. I don't get down like that.
Oh man, but man, appreciate you for getting on, man. Glad that we
Yes,
was finally,
sir.
finally, finally, finally able to make some time and stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can keep these up, whether it be Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, whenever. Hopefully, we
Mhm.
can keep these up. Until the next time, though, man. Sign off for the people. Just say whatever you want. Just tell them bye. Don't really care.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for having me on, man. I like getting on here talking ball. It's been a minute. I need to be a regular more often. I'm working on it. My class schedule trying to kill me. But I'm working on it.
That's what it is, man. We for sure gonna get you back on, no doubt about it. Just let
Yes,
me
sir.
know when you're available, and we even if it's just me and you, go me and you can get
Yeah.
on here and talk ball and stuff, man. So just let me know. Other than that, this was our first Monday stream, very successful stream. Appreciate y'all for pulling up.